Okay, everybody, we're going to crack on now with row 9, and on the pattern this is in olive, and you saw at the end of row 8 that I attached my new colour when we finished the last stitch of the previous round. And so I count my chain as my first stitch, but if not, you're going to then turn and put your first stitch in the same place. But my next stitch will be in the next stitch along. So what we do is double. So we've got 2 doubles to start, one at the one which is my turning chain and the second one. Then we're skipping this chain 3 here, and we're doing 7 trebles at the top of this cluster, seven treble together cluster. This bit here is actually the top of that decrease there, and that's where I will be placing my fan. If you wish to place your stitches in there, it's entirely up to you. It really probably wouldn't make too much of a difference. It may aesthetically look different, but I'm one for putting stitches in the correct place. So I'm going to put 7 trebles all in this one space here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. They will fit. Don't worry about that. Okay, then we're missing this set of 3 chains here, and then we're going to put 3 doubles along the top of these 3 doubles here. And remember, we're working on the wrong side of the previous row, so the top of the stitch is off to the left. Here you can just see a tiny hole. If we had the piece of work facing the right way, the top of the stitch is off to the right. So the top of this stitch is there, and the top of the second stitch is there. You just see a tiny bit of white peeking through. But because we're working on the reverse or into the wrong side of the previous row, the top of our stitches is just off to the left rather than the right. So place 1 in there, 1 double in there, and 1 double in there. And then we'll repeat action again. So we're missing this chain of 3 and then placing 7 trebles into the top of the cluster of 7 below. So we've got 4, 5, 6 and 7. Missing the chain of 3 and then 3 doubles on top of the doubles below in the previous row. Missing 3 and then 7 trebles into the on top of the next cluster of 7. That's 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Missing the chain of 3 and then placing 3 doubles on top of the 3 double crochets below in the previous round, like so, and then repeating the action again. So 7 trebles, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 3 doubles, 1, 2, 3. So missing that 3 chain again, missing the next 3 chain and 7 trebles in the top of this cluster. And again, I'll just show you that there, that hole there, is the top of that cluster. This hole here is actually the first chain that we made on the other side. Okay, or actually it's the third chain, then we did the cluster, then this is the first chain when we're moving on. So I'm going to put 7 trebles in there without splitting my yarn. Oh sugar, try again. There. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Oh, yarn's just fell on the floor. Missing this chain of 3 doubles on top of the doubles below. 1, 2, 3. And then we've got the 3 chains. We're skipping the 3 chains, going into the top of the cluster and doing 7 trebles again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Missing the 3 chain, 3 doubles on top of the doubles below. Oh, that's in the chain space. Miss the chains here. One last fan of 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Missing this chain, then we've got 2 doubles, so we put 1 in that stitch and 1 goes in the turning chain, which I am including as a stitch, but I'll just move the marker so I can get my hook through like so. And then we're changing to aqua for row 10, but I'm not going to do the change. So that's the piece. The rest of the rows are now repetitive, so row 10 is row 6 and row 11 is row 7. So I'll rename all the videos so you know which rows are which. That's where we're at the moment. I'm also going to do a few videos with some alternative views of things, but I'm going to cover rows 17, 18 and 19 hopefully in one video, and then I'll show you some alternative ways to do this piece. So happy hooking, thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon.